Good morning, Racing Club. It's a drizzly morning at Santa Anita Racetrack. Sparky breezed yesterday. Sparky, Moroccan Queen is her real name. And you'll see video of the breeze at the end of this video. And she did great. She did really, really well. Better than I expected. We've had a lot of issues with this filly. And we have to be very careful how we handle her because her biggest problems have been mental. And, you cross a line with this filly and it can set you back weeks. So, that said, we pretty much let her train herself. She's happiest breezing from the gate for some reason. Why, I don't know. But she's fine with it. She loves it. No problem. Yesterday when she breezed, she turned in some really fast fractions, completely on her own. No one asked her to do it. Had a little mix-up with the rider. He stood up in the irons, which is the horse's signal that, okay, we're done working. And so she kind of slowed down, which is actually kind of a good thing because she was going really fast, faster than she needed to go. We're going to stretch that distance out a little next time. But some of the issues that we've had to deal with Moroccan Queen. Number one is appetite. Come on, back up. Now, you remember in her earlier videos, you could see all of her ribs, her hips were sticking way out. She was very underweight. Her shoulders were real bony. And she's really filled in. Her top line here, instead of being at an angle like this, it's more flat. So we put on some weight built muscle and added a little fat up in her back here. Her hindquarters have rounded off nicely. So we're really headed in the right direction with that. Some of the other issues that we've had with Sparky. Boy, look at that. Isn't that a pretty horse? Yeah. Some of the other issues we've had with Sparky include her reproductive cycle. When she comes in heat, she's miserable. And it really affects her performance. So we use a hormone therapy that the breeders use. A horse's estrus cycle can be controlled with the hormone therapy, and it's completely harmless. It doesn't affect performance. It's legal to race horses who have the hormone in their system. I mean, they have it anyway, but you just can't give them anything a couple days before the race. So we use the hormone therapy for her. And come on in here, and I'll show you what we're doing with our feed. We used to feed this complete feed. It falls under the heading of a sweet feed, and it has beet pulp in it. And some of the pieces of beet pulp are fairly large, and she doesn't like them. She'll eat the little pieces, but not the big pieces. The oats that we're using, and this is the biggest part of her diet. This is a special kind of oats. It's from Canada, and it's called naked oats or hull-less oats, or hull-free oats. They're very heavy. Well, it's a little muddy because we've had a couple of days of rain, but it's a beautiful, cool morning. Moroccan Queen has just returned from the racetrack, and she's getting cooled out here. And notice she's really dappling out. You get those spots in her coat. We call them dapples. It's a sign of good health. And you can see those spots in her coat. Those dapples. getting a nice shine. She's getting a bit of a winter coat too. This is Irresistible Force. She's been jogging or trotting for 2 weeks now. This is the first day she's going to gallop, about half a mile today. And she's on her way with the second phase of the bone building process. She'll be doing this for another couple of weeks, and then we'll start some intermediate speed at about 15-second furlongs or 30 miles per hour before we start breezing. She'll be doing that for a couple of weeks as well. She'll be ready after Christmas when the Santa Anita winter meet starts, but we've got to get all that groundwork done safely first. So this is Irresistible Force, and she just started her first day of galloping. Now she was turned out for 3 months, 90 days in Kentucky. We brought her back. She's been jogging. She's been jogging on the racetrack here at Santa Anita for 2 weeks. And this is her 3rd week back, and we just did a little half-mile gallop this morning. And she did great. And we're just going slowly, step by step with her. We're in that bone building process right now. Because when they're turned out, and this is statistically the highest segment of the racehorse population that's susceptible to large bone fractures when they get time off, extended time off, 3 months or more. Their bones start to lose density. Then when they come back to work, you have to build that bone up. You have to stress that bone, build that bone density back up, and to where they're tough enough they can stand the work. So when you have large bone fractures like shoulder blade, pelvis, or tibia in here, not tibia, femur, tibia. That's because they haven't adapted yet to the work level and surface that they're working on. So we have to be very cautious and take our time building that bone strength back. So we're just into the second phase of galloping. So this week we'll do a little galloping and a little jogging, kind of alternating. So, but she's happy to be back to work. She's looking really good. She's got plenty of weight on her. We've got to turn that fat into muscle.